Padres continue their winning ways tonight by taking down the St. Louis Cardinals by a score of 4-2. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Padres. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the St. Louis Cardinals. Padres have now won 3 games in a row. Thanks for joining me for this Padres postgame recap for May 20th. And the Padres have been playing solid baseball, and they really made a statement tonight by taking down one of the best pitchers in the National League, Shelby Miller, who entered the game with a 1.40 earned run average. That was tied for best in the National League, but the Padres are able to get to him early. Everett Cabrera leading the ball game off with a base hit, not the ball game off, but the bottom of the first inning off with a base hit against Miller. He would advance to second base on a comebacker to the pitcher, and then Chase Headley would get a base hit through the right side on a very difficult pitch. It wasn't a mistake pitch at all. It was a quality 95-mile-an-hour fastball in the low outside corner. Not many people could get good wood on it. Chase Headley was able to drive in the run, 1-0 Padres after the end of the first inning. However, it didn't take the Cardinals long to respond. Now, Jason Marquis, as we've seen before, not always starting off the sharpest in the ball game. And he struggled here in the second inning. He issued 2 walks, gave up a single. Bases loaded, 2 outs. He has the pitcher up. Looks like he's going to be able to get out of this thing. Ground ball to the left side to Chase Headley, your Gold Glover. Chase backs up, gets handcuffed, can't handle it. Error, run scores, tie ball game. To Jason Marquis' credit, he did not fall apart at that point. He has the top of the lineup coming up. Things could have gotten ugly. He retires Matt Carpenter, the next batter on strikes. Gets out of the inning with only 1 run crossing the plate. That was huge at that point in the ballgame. Then in the third inning, runs into trouble again, gives up a leadoff double to Carlos Beltran. Then he allows a single to Matt Holliday. Another run crosses. Padres now trail the Cardinals 2-1. But again, Jason doesn't fall apart in that inning. He makes some good pitches, gets the ground ball double play, retires the next batter, stays out of the big inning. 2-1 Cardinals at that point. At that point, Jason Marquis settles down. 4th, 5th, 6th inning, he's pretty solid. Meanwhile, Shelby Miller for the Cardinals has been struggling most of the night. Now, he's not locked in, but he's still throwing 94, 95 miles an hour. Not with great control. He's flying open a little bit tonight, rushing a little bit. Ball's tailing on him. He starts getting his breaking ball over in the 4th inning, but he's able to hold the Padres in check until the 6th. Then he starts to run into problems himself. Walk. Mike Matheny's seen enough. With 2 outs, he goes to the bullpen with the runners on first and second to face Chris Denorfia, and Dino comes up with a base hit. Slider up in the zone. He rips it. Run scores. Padres tied at that point. The next batter, John Baker, walks, and then Jesus Guzman comes up in a pinch hit situation. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Tie ball game. He falls behind in the count. 0-2, and the pitcher hits him with the 2-strike pitch. Hit batsman. Run comes in, go-ahead run. Padres up at that point, 3-2. Buddy Black is in the driver's seat. He's now got a 3-2 lead heading into the 7th inning. He can hand it over to his bullpen, and sure enough, that's what he does. Thayer, Thatcher, Gregerson and are taking care of business. Will Venable, by the way, able to add on a run in the 8th inning with a home run. Was it the 8th inning or the 7th? Excuse me, it was the 7th inning. 95-mile-an-hour fastball, turned on it, hit a blast over the right center field wall to the deepest part of the ballpark, just right near the beach. Big insurance run at that point. 4-2 Padres. They hand the ball over to Houston Street, and Houston Street looked as good tonight as he's looked all season long. Did not make one mistake. Staying on the corners, fastball, sliders, was outstanding. Has a 1-2-3 inning. Retires the Cardinals, and the Padres walk away with the victory. It was a great game, and along the way there were some really nice defensive plays as well. Chase Headley with a diving play and a nice scoop on the other end by Yonder Alonso. Everett Cabrera, his nightly incredible range play behind second base with the 360 spin to retire the batter. And then in the 9th inning, also Chris Denorfia with a diving play to record the first out. That was big. So the Padres came up big. They just flat out outplayed the Cardinals tonight. They outpitched them. They played great defense. They did have the 1 error by Chase Headley, but they were patient at the plate and able to score some runs when they needed to, and they got to the Cardinals bullpen for the final blow. And this has been a little bit of a pattern lately for the Padres in terms of being able to take advantage of the bullpens of the opposition. We saw it against the Baltimore Orioles, we saw it against the Nationals, and we saw it again tonight, able to get a couple of runs across with the Cardinals bullpen in the ballgame. So Padres are playing great baseball. And don't look now, but since April 24th, the Padres have the best record in the National League, along with the St. Louis Cardinals. Coming into the game tonight, the Cardinals were they were 16-7, I believe, and the Padres were 15-8. So the Padres had the second best record in the National League, but with the win tonight, they're now both 16-8 since April 24th. So that gives you some perspective of the quality of ball that the Padres have been playing since they got off to that slow start. Since then, they've been playing as good as anybody anybody in the National League. So it's been fun baseball to watch, and looking forward to some more tomorrow. Tomorrow, 7:10 start. Ted Leiter and myself will be bringing you the call. Edinson Volquez will be going up against Adam Wainwright. It's another tough matchup, but hasn't been stopping the Padres of late. They've been taking down some quality starting pitching with the Nats, and now tonight against Shelby Miller, one of the best in the National League. So hopefully they can keep it going. Hope you'll join us. I'm Bob Scanlon, and I appreciate you joining me for tonight's post-game recap, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Here comes the ready and now.